Okay guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. We have the cappuccino here, and today I'm gonna talk to you about how to become fearless, right? Let me let me tell you how. Let me bring you the news. You can't become fearless. Doesn't happen. Doesn't exist. You just become stronger than the fears. You know, fear is something that is in us, okay? It's in our um, it's part of our personality, part of our being, okay? And without fear, we would actually end up killing ourselves because we would end up doing some reckless stuff. Okay, so a uh, a healthy amount of fear, I would say, is good. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you won't be balanced. You will be just running the streets and driving like crazy. You have no fear. Imagine you have fear of nothing, right? You won't be taking any precautions and stuff like that. I mean, imagine life without fear. It would be chaos. The planet will be in chaos. It won't be balanced. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know, my philosopher talking right now. But the idea that I want to give to you is that it's not about becoming fearless. It's about understanding how to override the fear, how to deal with the fear, and how to act despite of the fear. How to do what you have to do, how to get to your goals without letting fear stop you, or you know, or without letting fear make you change course and settle with something that is not what you really want. That's a problem. I know what I'm talking about because I've dealt with a great amount of fear, especially when I was a youngster, and that was actually the main reason why I got into martial arts, why I got into fighting. It's because of fear. Okay, how? Why was I afraid? I was afraid for my safety. Okay, because when I was a kid, I'm from Morocco, and I grew up in Morocco, and when you're in Morocco in the 90s, you you fight it like you get the streets are not like I don't know the streets in Europe or some like people fight in the streets for any stupid freaking reason. And kids, we just fight over everything, and we fight like fight properly. And it was not. I hate to say this, it's my country and I love it, but it was not the safest place on earth either. Like there's a lot of criminals, even people that were not considered criminals. Like people are a little bit crazy. You know what I mean? It's not uncommon to see a couple of guys fighting, then somebody would draw a knife or a sword and just stab the other person. Sometimes people die. So I grew up around that. I didn't grow up in some real shit neighborhood. My family was a middle class family, but still, we were in close. That environment was familiar to us. Like we knew that if we were, for example, walking in the street, and we were walking somewhere and just pass by the wrong place, wrong time, and we meet with somebody that have bad intentions. He wants just to rob you. It's possible. It happens. It happens every day. And for me, the idea that I wouldn't be able to stand for myself, and the idea of me being terrified of somebody holding a knife against me, and me being not able to do nothing, that was a terrifying idea for me. You know, because I know it could happen. It's possible. It would happen. I have no fighting skills. I have no strength. I'm a teenager. You know, what if something happens to my family, to my mom, somebody attacks them or something like that? What am I going to do? When I think about that scenario and I see that I am helpless, that was a terrifying idea for me. So we were around things like that, and we were kids. I don't remember when I was a kid. It was just a freaking not the primary school, but after the primary school and before high school. We have something like before you go to high school and after the primary school. Primary school in Morocco is like it was 6 years. Then there is this other school. I don't know how you call it. Like 3 years. Then you go to high school for another 3 or 4 years, something like that. I remember I was getting jumped sometimes by 10, 20 people just because some weirdos just passing by, just naughty kids, not the youngsters, not even kids. I'm talking about youngsters, teenagers, stuff like that. 20, they would just jump over you. It happened to me. I was getting my ass kicked. Like uh, one time, I remember I got my ass kicked by like I don't know how many people, a lot at once, all of them. Like, and it could happen to you. And I remember fighting in the street many times. And sometimes there were some guys that they would consider would be considered by normal people like as dangerous. They would carry a knife. Some of them were criminals. Basically, you had to. I learned that I need to be strong. I understood that I needed to be strong. I was afraid at some to face a situation like that and not be able to defend myself, or at some point maybe I can defend my family. Something happens to my younger siblings. What the hell, you know? So that pushed me to uh, to start martial arts, to start training martial arts. And my father took me to a karate gym when I was young, when I was very young. After a fight, actually, by the way, somebody took my bike. Somebody just stole my bike from me, kicked my ass, or and then just came back home crying. Told me, okay, we're taking you to karate gym. You're gonna learn how to fight. Okay, so I went to the karate gym, started learning how to fight. That's how I got introduced to martial arts. And then at some point in my life, I was living in a real bad neighborhood, real bad, like with real criminals. You know what I mean? People that walk around with swords and shit like that. I'm not even joking. People, type of people that are wanted by the police and nobody can catch them because it's just fucking freaking street ninjas and nobody has the balls to go after them. Especially at that time, Morocco, the police couldn't shoot you. You know, they couldn't shoot you. So they could shoot a warning and this like a warning bullet, but they couldn't shoot you. You know, unless the cop is life is in danger, and it's a problem. It was a problem for cops. Cops couldn't shoot people back in the day. Now it's different. Now they can shoot somebody. You're holding a sword, you're holding a knife. Cop tells you to stop, you don't stop. He can shoot you. Back in the day, we didn't do that in Morocco. Like, you know, I don't know why. But anyways, so I was living in this shady, real dangerous neighborhood. I know everybody there, but still, I was around those kind of people, and you had to gain respect. Okay, you had to gain respect, otherwise you will be treated like I don't know some scum by these badass people. You know, badass people. This is how they consider themselves. They consider themselves badass because you know they scared people and all that. And I was a youngster, so and I knew I needed to become stronger. And my obsession became bigger with martial arts, with training, and I was training. Everybody knew that I was training, so I guess that affected my personality in a way, and I managed to to gain some respect. Okay, and if something happened, I could actually defend myself. But talking about the fear, the thing that helped me overcome my fear is that I faced it. Is that I faced it. So I knew that in order to not be afraid, I needed to be in a better control of the situation. Okay. The more equipped you are to deal with the situation, the less scared you're gonna be. So what was the the way for me to control better a dangerous situation is to become more dangerous myself. Okay. So since I was 12 years old, my father put me in that karate club, and I continued training. I became good at it. By the time I was 18, I was actually good. I was agile. I was athletic. I could fight actually. I could whoop people's asses because these people didn't really train. And I remember I had to face my fear each time I would face an opponent. When I went to these gyms, I didn't go to actually fight somebody. I was fighting myself. I was fighting my old self. I would experience the fear of fighting or facing this kind of opponent, and I would push myself to go and fight it. Of course, in the gym, you're in a secure space, not gonna die, but still, that fear is there, existing. So I would go and face the freaking fear, face the opponent, and slowly, by doing that, I learned to override the fear. If I feel that fear rising up, I learn how to override. I became stronger than it. There is a new program in my head that says I override the fear. I do not let the fear freeze me. Okay. And of course, after that, I became a fighter. Started fighting Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, and then it's just with experience, you learn how to. You understand that emotion. You just understand it. You see it clearly. Understand what is it, and and you just go through it. But you have to start slowly. You have to start small with something small. That's why I recommend for all the boys, all the guys, all the youngsters, go to a martial art gym, a boxing gym, fighting gym. Like, learn to get punched in the face in a safe way, obviously, but learn. Because the moment you're punched in the face, all those emotions will rise. And now, watch yourself. Now, learn how to deal with these emotions. Are you gonna come back next time and get punched again, or no? I've been punched a lot. I've been knocked out. I've been hurt in the training a lot of times, but I came back. Always came back because I wanted to win against that emotion of fear, and I did, and thank God, today I have great control over. I consider myself a very courageous person. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of no situation. The other thing so what I'm saying, first thing is just face your fear. Whatever scares you, do it. Start doing something that scares you. Like, don't. It's not gonna happen by reading books, okay, or watching this video. You need to start facing fear. Whatever scares you, start facing bites of it, little pieces of it. Each day, do something, okay? It's a self-development journey between you and yourself. Nobody needs to know what are you doing, okay? Just go and face it. It's okay. If you fucking, I don't know, look weird at the start and you're like shaking and stuff, it's okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. At some point, your brain will give up. Your subconscious will give up. It will give up to the fact that you are not giving up. And he will start, basically, you will write a new program that says, okay, this guy does not give up. This guy, he does not get scared with this fear emotion. So, whatever. And it becomes natural to you, okay? The other thing is strengthen your faith. Strengthen your faith. For me, personally, my faith in God gives me a great amount of courage, because by me understanding God, understanding how the laws of God work, the laws of the universe, I know that nothing happens outside the will of God. Okay? And I know also that the day I'm going to die is already written. It's already written, it's already decided. I can't delay it, I can't push it forward, I can't bring it forward. It's there. Okay? And I know that at the end of the day, we all are going to submit to the will of God. And so that gives me a great amount of tranquility, because whatever happens, if somebody right now decides to attack me, pull a gun on me, and decides to attack me, I know that in this situation right now, if I die this today, it's because it's already decreed. And if I don't, well, it's already decreed that I'm not gonna die. It's all under the will of God. I will do my best to protect myself. I will face the situation without fear. I will do my best. But I know that the day I'm gonna die, it's gonna happen. I can't change that. So why fear it? Why fear it? If it's gonna happen, it's because God wanted it to happen. It's not because that person is strong, or because this circumstance is strong, or because that country, wow, is so powerful that they are the cause, or that person is the cause of my death. No, that person is just a means. Could be a disease, could be a means to your death, for example. Okay, talking about death because death scares people. Okay, somebody said that death is the ultimate equalizer. When people speak about death, people put things into perspective, and I think it uh, it applies to this subject that we're talking about, fear. So, because I know that everything is under the rule of God, and I'm under the rule of God, and I'm a good person, good intentions, whatever God wills for me, it will happen. I do not fear. I do not fear. I do not fear staying broke and not finding what to eat. I do not fear that somebody will attack me and harm me. I honestly, I do not fear. I know the day I'm gonna be gone, it's gonna be gone. That's gonna be the day. And meantime, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna live without worries. Do you understand? I understand that everything is by God. Nobody has the control. So I don't fear nobody. Do you understand that? This is faith. This is coming from the faith that I have in God. This is me personally. I believe in God. I've studied, I've looked for evidence and answers to the existence of God, and I know that. For you, it might be different, but this is a great source of courage for me. Do you understand? Because it puts things into perspective. Now, the other thing is that I would recommend is that you change your environment. Just literally change your environment. If you sit next to me, I don't know, for a couple of days, for a week, and you feel my energy, and you see how I handle life, how I talk with people, how I carry myself, you would feel, you would start to experience and feel what is it like to be a fearless person, or a person that does not let fear control him, does not let the opinion of others control him, does not let the circumstances control him. Right now, I'm making a video. I'm in a coffee shop. There's people all over here. Everybody's looking. I'm making a video. I know that a lot of people won't be able even to talk if there is everybody's watching you. I could give a shit. I could give a shit. You know. So if you change your environment to a better one, an environment that is full of courageous people, you would experience that energy. You will have a taste. It's like, imagine I give you a sip of this nice cappuccino, let you taste it. Then you would understand what is it like to drink cappuccino. Same way, if you hang out with me for a while, or with courageous people, you would experience what is it like to be courageous. So that's what I recommend. Okay, this video is getting too long. This is the things I wanted to recommend. I just wanted to talk about this aspect of my life because I'm proud of this. I'm proud that I overcame my weak personality that I am today, and I'm absolutely. I respect myself for being such a courageous person. I take tremendous risks. I don't fear no human being on this planet. I don't fear no human being and non-human being. Any entity, any creation, I don't fear nothing. I don't fear death. I don't fear poverty. I don't fear nothing, brother. I'm courageous, and I'm proud of that. And I'm proud that I worked on myself. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to show you that when you work on yourself for a long period of time, and you develop yourself and you vanquish your demons, you earn your self-respect. This is what I want for everybody. Because if everybody carried themselves with a great sense of self-respect, we would be living in a better world. Okay? So that's what's up. I'll see you in the next video, guys.